Okay, so you guys are working on your simplifying algebraic expressions puzzle here. You have some directions at the top. Let's read them together, and then I'll do a few examples just to make sure you understand what it is you need to be doing on this activity. Zoom in a little, but not too much. There we go. So the directions say, simplify each expression below and write the simplified version of the expression in the blank. Then find your simplified answer at the bottom of the page. Fill in the letter above your answer with red. When you finish, the answer to the question above will remain. And then obviously watch this video before you begin, which you're watching this video, so you follow that direction. So first off, I want to point out there are two columns that you have full of expressions that you'll need to simplify. So this is your first set of expressions. This is your second set of expressions. Then here in this column, this is where you're going to write your simplified expression. So there's no space on this page to do your work. So you're definitely going to want to have a scratch sheet of paper or use your math journal to do your work for these problems, because I don't want you to do them in your head. I want you to do them on paper. Once you've done your work, then you'll write your simplified expression in this box. So let's start with this first problem here. First of all, you'll probably notice that every single one of these expressions has parentheses, so you're going to need to use the distributive property. If you need to review the distributive property, go back to our notes from lesson 2.7. That's where we worked on the distributive property with variables. So jumping into expression 1 here, and I'm not going to be able to show you my work because I don't have the ability to have two cameras on at once, so you're just going to have to trust me when I say I've done my work here on a piece of paper. But when you look at this expression, you're going to use the distributive property. So you take the number on the outside, multiply it by both numbers on the inside. 3 times 4x gives me 12x. 3 times 6 gives me 18. If I have 12 x's and 7 x's, total, I have 19 x's plus 3 times 6 was 18, and there's no other constants in this expression, so my simplified expression is just 19x plus 18. So I've written my answer here. Now, the next step is to go down to the row of answers at the bottom and find my simplified expression. So when I do that, I'll zoom in again, but I'll zoom in down here this time. I'm looking for 19x plus 18. Here it is. I see 19x plus 18 here. So what I'm going to do is fill in the box with the letter above my answer. So the N is above my answer. So I'm just going to click inside that box, and then I'm going to go here to this paint can tool, and I'm going to fill that box with red. And then you'll notice the N is now filled with red. I'll zoom back out. And according to these instructions, you're going to do that for every single problem. And when you finish, you should have a few letters that aren't filled in. And those letters that aren't filled in should answer this question. The letters that are not filled in red should answer this question. Review one more time. Your expressions are in these columns. You need to simplify each of these expressions and write your simplified answer in the box directly across from the expression. Then you need to go down to the bottom of the worksheet, find your simplified answer, and then once you found your simplified answer, you click the letter above it and you fill it in with red, and you use this fill color, this little paint can here, to do it. You're going to do that for every single problem. And at the end, you'll have a few letters that are still uncovered, so they're not filled in, and they should answer this question.